The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah. I wish he really did say that motherfucker line while he was president.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. I mean, that shit would be hilarious. If he did that as president, what would everybody do? Go, oh, you're not allowed to do that, sir.
Right.
You are right now the president.
Do not cuss. That's kind of like, but I think that like when he tweeted at Kim Jong-un and called him Little Rocket Man.
That was hilarious.
That was so funny.
That was hilarious.
That was just plain funny.
Well, he goes, did you see the one tweet? He goes, I don't know why Kim Jong-un said I was old. I would never say he's short and fat.
That's like a return to like
it's like a comic.
Yeah, that's like I don't smack the go to your work and smack the dick out of your mouth. It's like the exact same thing.
Really that word.
Yeah,
that is it. That's so funny. But I mean, the fact that he just like this is the president saying this.
It's funny.
Like it's fucking hilarious. But meanwhile, Kim Jong-un now wants to sign a peace treaty.
They want to meet. They're going to meet.
They're going to meet.
Yeah,
like,
he wants to meet.
Nobody wanted to meet with him before.
I know.
Everybody's like, "There's too dangerous."
I would never call him short and fat.
I would
well,
never
I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that'll happen.
Yeah, see, he shits on you, shows you the consequences of you fucking with him, and then he opens up the door.
By the way, that's kind of what we do anyway. That's like what friends do. That you shit on each other, and then you're like, dude, I love you. It's because I fucking...
Maybe someday that will happen. Oh, well, I try so hard to be his friend.
This guy.
Come on, man. Look, I'm not... there's a lot of things this guy does wrong, but he is fucking entertaining.
He's very entertaining.
There's never been a more entertaining president. Not even close.
No.
He is the fucking grand champion of being an entertaining president. As long as he doesn't blow us up and he gets out without getting in a box, like it's highly possible he doesn't make it out of this one alive. But if he does, if he gets through the whole thing...
I think he's going to be good.
You think so?
I think he'll be fine. Let me say this. Whether it lasts 4 years or 8 years, and look at all these, and a lot of liberals are like, what? Never. Whether it lasts
Trump.
Never
Trump.
If it lasts 4 or 8 years, the one thing that we will all say, we'll look back on, we'll go, man, that's crazy. It took that thing for us to talk about a lot of things. Like the Me Too movement would have never happened if Hillary got in office. Ever.
Yeah, it would have. Sure.
I don't think so,
Harvey
man.
Weinstein got exposed, that's the Harvey Weinstein
but I think
thing
all
was so
those
egregious.
things were tumble effects of what happened with him.
I agree, too. But I think it all helped in together. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I bet you the Harvey thing wouldn't have been so real had Hillary gotten in. Because all the liberals that condemned all the liberals, like all the liberals that called out people like Harvey and everyone in our business, they would have been so gleeful of this Hillary thing. I think that would have still been like, well, we'll cover it up like we've been doing for the past. It's not, dude. But it's not like it just started. It's been going on. Why
but
now?
They suppressed stories before because they got these people to suppress. I just didn't think the power of social media is just expanded.
I think the timing was perfect with Trump. I'm just saying, like, I think
so too.
I think those things led to it just being like, all right, that's it. We have to do something.
I
about
think it was definitely a factor.
But I bet you it wouldn't have happened so fast with Hillary. I bet you that would have been a longer road. Oh yeah, dude.
I don't know about
because
all
liberals
that.
would have gotten exactly what they wanted.
The only way it would have been a longer road is because Weinstein supported Hillary's campaign.
That's what I'm saying.
That is possible.
They're all part of the same.
Because there was a lot of photos of them together. Of him with Obama.
Dude, he's got photos with everybody.
Everybody. Him just hugging up on all these people that call him a monster now.
Yeah, dude, the thumbs up.
He's a god. Like, didn't Meryl Streep say he was a god?
Yeah. A godsend.
Yeah,
that's the same thing, but that's the same thing with Trump, though. Like, how many celebrities you see with pictures of Trump? It's hysterical.
Yeah,
people that are diehard liberals that are like,
they asked me to do The Apprentice.
Best buds and all that shit.
They asked me to do The Apprentice when I was doing the second round of Fear Factor. When
and you
Fear
said,
Factor
no way.
I don't want to live in New York for 3 months.
No, that's it.
My kid was, my youngest kid was very young.
Who's going to be on the show?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I would love to see who you would have gone up with.
Dude, I would have been so
Dennis Rodman,
non-competitive. I would have been high as fuck, just having a good time. I would have tried to come up with a good idea, and if it didn't work out,
yeah, but you would have won. That's why, because you didn't care.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, the people that care, that's who loses.
I don't know, man. I cared so little that I probably would lose.
I think you'd win.
I probably would barely be paying attention.
The person that's like, fucking
but don't you have to be good at business? I'm fucking terrible at business. Like, what
dude,
would you
see some of the people on that show? They're all winging it. No, I mean, but like who they cast on it, they wing it. It's like whoever they get.
I've seen literally 13 seconds of that show, and it's all clips. You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
That's the best clip.
You're fired. You're fired. I don't get it.
You're fired.
It just didn't seem like a fun
Joe,
time.
I wish you came on.
You're fired.
I would have McDonald's with you.
I don't eat that shit.
I do. I'll eat yours.
He eats fried chicken with a fork and a knife.
Dude, he's a comic act. He is a comic act. He is a cartoon.
He's an odd human, that's for sure. Do you think he's going to run again?
100%.
Right. Do you think he's going to win again?
100%.
Think he's going to win again?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm not saying, like, of course, there's people that are probably like, what's up with the Santino guy? What is this fuck? Dude, I just think...
You need to come to my Boyle Hearts gallery and see my Never Trump exhibit that was burned to the ground by Mexicans. How ironic.
Nazi coffee. I think he's going to win again. I just do. I think unless the Democrats can pull something together in the next year and a half, 2 years, there's someone that actually is like a formidable component.
Well, my activism is going to prevent that.
I just think he's going to go again.
He might. Especially if he's smart, and he clearly is a very clever man. If he's a clever man, it's entirely possible that he's got one round in the chamber for like right around 6 to 8 weeks out before the election. One thing where he like lets something happen or shit goes down and he has the perfect solution to put out that fire.
He's good to go.
They plan that stuff, man.
Totally, man.
They absolutely
There's people working on it right now. The moment you get into office, they're trying to keep you in office.
And sometimes people die. Sometimes people die.
People die.
Yeah, sometimes people die, and it's just, hey, what are you going to do? What is this? President addresses Marines. What did he say?
He wants soldiers in space. He wants to create a space force.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck yeah.
What did he say?
Let's shoot up the...
National strategy for space recognizes that space is a war-fighting domain.
What?
Just like the land, air, and sea.
I don't like the way he says this.
And sea.
Space force.
They even have a space force.
Space force. We have the Air Force.
Space force. We have the Space Force.
We have the Army, the Navy.
Yeah. We have the Navy and a Space Force. So what he does is he has a bunch of buddies that make spaceships. So what he's going to do is make a fucking deal, make a nice deal, make a nice deal. We sat down, we cut a nice deal. And they're going to take another $4 trillion and pump it into the Space Force. And then they're all going to wear like Luke Skywalker outfits, right? They're all going to wear some sort of crazy spacesuit that looks dope. Yeah. And we're going to be all on board. Yeah, Space War.
Space War, dude, tight.
Can you imagine if we start seeing like overhead, like we're in the sky, like in a night sky, and you see like rocket ships flying back and forth.
So cool.
Part of that, the Tesla thing.
So cool.
They were showing the U.S. Air Force some maneuverability thing, whatever that was, like the last hour of the test, the experiment was showing them something that they could do that wasn't really being talked about because
Elon Musk shooting that car into space is so funny.
Trump must make so many people nervous in other countries. Like this, like just have him talking about a space war, just talking so flippantly.
I think a lot of people in all other countries like him. I think they're enamored by his just complete disregard for rules. I think people love that he just doesn't give a shit.
You think so?
I think so,
most
totally.
countries are terrified that this guy is running America.
I think like our friends do, but I think the majority of the other countries that don't give a shit about us are like, that guy's great. I think our friendly countries, like England, I'm sure is like, he's a nuisance, but I think countries that don't give a fuck about us are like, that guy's hilarious, that guy's a weirdo.
Space war. Imagine we had a space war with Russia.
That would be fucking awesome. It'd be a great movie.
Like, how do we stop a war from breaking out? Who is going to stop a war from breaking out?
Nobody.
It's like it seems like they just keep pushing each other. Like someone's going to throw a sucker punch.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Like, oh yeah. Talking some shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then finally,
they're in the fucking hallway. They're pushing each other.
Right.
No one wants to step to the left.
We keep hitting one or two books out of each other's hands.
Yeah, and it's always right there. It's always right there.
Then finally someone takes the hit.
Yeah. I mean, it could easily happen with some little banana republic, right? That could start it off. Some crazy dictator in Venezuela or some shit could send a missile at some other dude and fuck him up. And they're like, oh, bitch, is that what we're doing now? And then we back this and then the Russians back the other guys. And next thing you know it, old Jed's a millionaire and we're in a fucking war. I mean, we're so weird about war. It's like we accept the fact that war exists, but only when it's not near us. Not really interested in war. That's close.
Can't be here.
Like, we have war in Afghanistan. Yeah, but that's inevitable. But war over here is like, no.
No way.
No way.
Not on my land.
You can't. We don't.
But if we're going to have war over here, I hope we can contain it to like, like North Dakota or somewhere where I'm not near.
Yeah, some weird spot.
Some spot where we're like, dude, fight in the middle where there's not a lot of shit.
Go over this spot. You can have that area.
Go fight right here.
Yeah.
If we fight right here, it'd be good.
Would be the one, like we all designated this is a place we meet, we fuck each other up. What state?
Huh?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody would cry.
Nah.